Here in the studios, it's Fry Radio on 97.1, and this is the Breakfast Mix. We are here Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., bringing and engaging you in open, authentic conversations about everyday realities. But before we start, we want to greet people in our different regions them.
Yes.
You know, I think it's only fitting that we do that.
Yes, of course. And as always, when you want to call us and join the conversation, feel free to greet us in your local language so we get to learn your way of greeting.
Right.
And we encourage you to call us on 088-971-971 because today's topic is very, very hot.
Yeah. It's, I don't think so. We forget chance even for the back and forth, but go manage one way or the other.
So for una with a free tongue, una kushe kagbo.
How
the body.
And if you're listening from McCain, Kenema, and Kono, Bua, Bise,
Kaigoma.
You see, we're getting there.
Yeah.
And you do us the honors.
If you are in the beautiful, sparkling city of Kono, as they like to say. Foreigners like to say Kono.
Kono?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. They don't say Kono, they say Kono. If you're in the beautiful city of Kono, Winchena.
You see, you got that right. And of course, I would master pass all.
I tell you.
If you're listening from McCainy, Seke.
Piari.
Oh! I feel like when I need to tell we more.
I'm telling you.
I need to give a new one then because this one also we don't master them down because. So, are you ready to tell them about today's topic?
Sure. And if you're just joining us, this is Fry Radio 97.1 FM. We are everywhere in Sierra Leone. But we're in 5 major cities. Yeah. That's where Fry is located: in Freetown, Bo, Kenema, Makeni, Kono, and we reach over 3.5 million people. And this is the Breakfast Mix with myself, Brigitte.
And Kamara.
Yeah, and we have conversations with people from all walks of life. We have authentic, open conversations about everyday realities because we want you to share your personal stories.
Exactly.
And so that somebody out there can learn from you and we learn from each other. And then we find solutions to all of our problems.
I mean, we don't even get people like way they call me. So even though we're not a love or relationship program, people send it in there.
You.
And we have been trying to help them. You know, we'll catch up for see if whatever advice or solution they put out there, because we're not professionals.
No, we're not.
We're not professionals. We're just trying to dish out from your own personal experience who we don't get, and hopefully it can be helpful. But as well, your own personal story can be of help to somebody else because, somebody can feel say when they go through, and then one going to go through but then you sharing your story makes them feel like, oh, I'm not in this alone. So they find comfort in that and know that, okay, how about how this person do make a try that way. So that's why it's very important that you join we every day on breakfast show. The number is 088-971-971. You can call, send we text message, or even call we on WhatsApp. And the good thing is we also did on Facebook. We're on Facebook Live right now, and we page now Radio Fry. So you can go there and go engage with live and direct on we live chat, or you can send me a message on Messenger.
Indeed, and I have 2 messages so far on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are hot and ready for the topic today. And someone called Messi King Lud, he says, can't wait to chop today's fry.
Yeah. No, you don't make a fine and hot for you.
And Sulma Mara says, keep it up, guys. Thank you so much for starting.
Thank you.
So today's topic, Jinjin.
Is apricot.
Yeah, I tell you, it's first year in marriage.
Wow.
Yeah. We need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because everyone has expectations about what marriage is supposed to be like. You enter the marriage and you're like, what? Is this what it's supposed to be like?
I think we all have a fairy tale idea of what a marriage is supposed to be like.
Exactly.
Because, watching Disney growing up, you'd be like, the prince get the girl, and they live happily ever after. So that's the idea we have. We want a happily ever after to be. It's just in our imagination. They never showed us what happily ever after is. We just, use our imagination. And for us, we imagine that it's being in love forever and ever.
Yeah.
Not having any problems, not having to deal with any other issue. You're just happy. So I feel like when people get into that and the reality sets in, that's when,
we have problems.
We have problems.
Yeah. So we're going to help you as usual We get with tips that we'll get for share with you.
Sure.
And we get some motivational things for also help you in case you first year of marriage not to go down so well.
Right.
Because we all get different expectations.
Yeah.
And then they out, like some of the experts don't tell, we say, most couples then they go through this. So one share some of that with Una. So that Una self go be educated about first year in marriage or marriage in general.
Right.
So we're going to go on a music break and we'll come back with a begin with topic. So stay tuned.
This is the Breakfast Mix on Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM.
You know what listeners like about our station? It's everything! Radio Fry Fry.
It is Freetown, Bow, Kenema, Connaught, and McKinney, but we are reaching every corner of Freetown. We even have people calling all the way from Liberia, Bona, Guinea border. So that's how far we reach. We reach over
Exactly.
3.5 million people. And this is the Breakfast Mix with me, Brigitte Dalton to say.
And Kamara, Sarah Kamara.
Yes, and today's topic is first year in marriage. It's very, very important that we have this conversation indeed, because, you know, people have expectations, right?
A lot.
And for those of you that aren't married, it doesn't mean you can't call, by the way, because you must have someone that you love and you've invested your time in and you hope to get married to them. Or if you're the man, the same thing, that you have somebody that you're hoping to propose to and, you know, you want to spend the rest of your life with. So this topic is very, very important for the ones who are already married and for the ones who are thinking about marriage and for the
Right.
ones who are in relationships, because the next step is the commitment that you have to make with regards to your relationship. So this topic is very, very important. And we see a lot of breakups, right?
A lot.
After the first year of marriage or within the
Divorces.
first year
Yeah.
of marriage, because of simple expectations that people have of what a marriage is supposed to be. And when they feel that it's not going how it's supposed to be, they just easily give up. So that's why we brought this important topic to you indeed. So we want to start first with, why is marriage important in the first place? Why do people get married, right?
Right.
And for most of us, and the history, when you look at the history of marriage, it is actually what God wanted for mankind. You look at the story of Adam and Eve. He created Adam, and then he now created a helper for Adam. And that was the first marriage that was like instituted and ordained. Ever since then, in natural human being, a man is always attracted to a woman.
Right.
And they would want to settle down and have a family together. And marriage was instituted between couples to say, I'll make a vow before people and God that I choose to be with this person, and I choose to be with this person for the rest of my life. So we want to explain a little bit, what does God believe about marriage? And for Christians, the biblical foundation in history, Christians believe that marriage is considered in its ideal according to the purpose of God. And at the heart of God's design for marriage is companionship and intimacy. And so the Bible does actually speak on the subject of divorce, but it has specific rules. Again, divorce will come up as another topic another time. We will discuss that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, so you have a better understanding. But there are lots of verses, by the way, in the Bible concerning marriage. But the typical one, where all man can
Yeah,
quote,
even me can say I'm off head.
is Genesis 2:24, which says, therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Imagine Genesis. You have Genesis all the way to Revelation.
Right.
So from the beginning,
Of time.
yes, God instituted marriage between Adam and Eve, and he explained the purpose of it. And then you have the second part of quotes relatable to marriage, which is, for husbands, this means you love your wives just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her. And I think that's a very important verse that people don't really allow it to sink in,
Right.
because that's where problems sometimes come in. Because if you reflect and meditate on this particular one, which is Ephesians 5:25. Sorry, I didn't tell you where it's coming from. Ephesians 5:25.
Yeah.
Say, for husbands, this means love your wives just as Christ
Love the church.
loved the church, and he gave up his life for her. All this you must submit
Right.
are misinterpreted. It is there, but you should read it from beginning to end so that you fully understand what it means to submit.
And not
because
just focus partially.
on the women's side, because
Right.
when it spoke about submission, it spoke on both sides.
Right.
It explained how a man should submit, and then it explained how a woman should submit. But it placed a lot of emphasis on the man,
Okay.
especially on the part of love. Because most of the time when we have different examples, we have different examples of marriages.
Right.
You get some marriage then where the man, they treat him well like say na, I don't know, na house girl or na somebody where he hates, they beat her,
Right.
they talk to her anyhow. And if you reflect on this quote where say you for love UF like how Christ loved the church, I don't think say you could do that towards UF.
Yeah,
or
because
to
Christ
your man.
literally give up in life
Yes.
for the church.
Exactly. And it means say you always they put everything forward just for make that person they happy.
Right.
And he say the last part of the quote say he gave up his life for her. So that means he's willing to die for the church. Are you willing to die for your wife? Some man the answer na no.
No.
Are you willing to die for your husband? Some man the answer na no.
Exactly.
And down the line they cause most of the problems them in marriage when they show that true love, that true essence of what it means to have a companion. I think we're receiving our first caller. Let's receive the call.
Let's receive the call. This topic is interesting today.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Your name and Usa you call from?
Huh?
Your name and Usa you call from? I think it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Hello?
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 Musa?
Okay.
I think it was a mistake.
That's a
If you want
mistake.
to join the conversation, you can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the conversation at any time. We'll receive another call.
This is one of our dedicated listener, Albin TJ Smith. Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
I'm
Fine.
fine.
Can you turn down your radio, please?
Yeah. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies in the air.
Thank
Fry
you.
fry queens.
Can you turn down the radio? We're getting a bad feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, I have done that. I've
Okay.
done that. How are you?
I'm
Fine, thank you. And your contribution this morning?
Yeah. So interesting topic. First year marriage. I am on my 7th year now, so
Okay.
I think I'm best placed to talk about it. So, like Brigitte is saying, marriage should be built on biblical principles. Husbands, like she has said, should be able to love their wives to a point that they will be able to put their life like Christ did for the church. It comes with sacrifice. It comes with respect, mutual understanding, because the reason why a man is called a groom is because you are taking a woman from another family with different attitude, different upbringing. It is incumbent on you. Now, Papa, you say you for groom am to a wife, and when the groom am, love for be the paramount thing, and the woman whether is submissive. I tell you, if you love the woman to a point that you woman knows say you can die for him, no man they can one lay. Don't say like master. I am a living testament. So it's just simple. Just love your wife, and then your wife become your slave. Literally, it doesn't mean that you go to beat them, but you go one for worship yourself. That is about women.
Yeah.
So for let marriage be successful, I think there's scripture here for being inscribed boldly in homes so that people go to remind themselves.
Yeah.
So I think that is all waiting me get for say. And the secret not for day.
Exactly.
A man, whether would I ever they work the boku money in the house for able to do boku thing there. If you be saying that the man they work boku money, the man for do boku thing. If the man they work plenty money, and the man for do boku thing, now for share resources. Don't hide your pay slips. Talk about issues, and then challenges they go always there, but then discuss them and go back to the Bible. You have a very, very 1 year, and you go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like with the content now. So thank you very much for this topic.
Thank you so much for joining us on the call today and on the conversation. Yes, as I continue to read in Proverbs, some people want to ask, what does Proverbs say about marriage? And Proverbs 3:3-4 says, let love and faithfulness never leave you. bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart.
Wow.
We're receiving a call. Let's take this caller.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying wow, because I feel like today we're not gonna forget your own.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Your name and who side
Where
you
they
call
call
from,
from,
please?
I hope this is Radio Fry.
This is Radio Fry
Fry
Fry.
Thank you, Brigitta. This is BJ by J.
Oh, good morning.
Thank you for the wonderful work.
Thank you.
Interestingly, I bumped into Radio Fry driving on my way to McKinney last week.
Okay.
And since then, I've been trying to have at least few moments every day to hear what is going on in Fry. And believe me, when I Fry, you see too.
With the fry, Alton with the fry.
Which I don't enjoy more. I don't enjoy the moko. I don't enjoy that cassava with the ball.
Bodo.
Yes, bodo. There you go. I don't enjoy them today. They very, very, very much.
Okay.
And thank you for it. Thank you for today's topic. I hear you talking about first love.
Yes,
and
first year
reflecting
marriage.
upon-
Yes.
Yeah, reflecting upon God's design for marriage, God's
Right.
design for how much we love each other. I think it's awesome.
Thank you.
And believe you me, that is missing today. Sincere love is missing. Marriages are breaking down
Yeah.
just like that. And so society needs to be buffeted with messages that can uphold us together.
Yeah.
Right.
To know the commitments we make are before God and before man.
Exactly.
And I want to thank you. I'll see how much I'll do my best. I am using the internet to see how I can get to Fry every day. I am calling right from Waterloo,
Wow.
right from, I'm Kissy Town, one
Okay.
corner of Kissy Town in Waterloo. That is where I'm calling from.
Okay.
And I want to say thank you again. I don't want to bore you more, but just to say thank you for Fry.
Thank you
I've
very
enjoyed
much.
the Fry.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for calling and
Thank
being
you,
part of the
Tamara.
conversation.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Okay, as I was saying with Proverbs says some things about marriage, and this
Right.
quote is very important. It says, "Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck and write them on the tablet of your heart." Love and faithfulness. Those are the key things in marriages.
Right.
Because sometimes what causes a marriage to break down is that faithfulness part.
Yeah.
Because, in Sierra Leone, we have cultural expectations about different things,
Right.
and it can affect a marriage. They have cultural expectation that you dey marry this person, no worry, you can get side girlfriend,
Side chick.
Yes, you can get side chick, but you don't choose the one way they keep na oath. You don't choose the one way you don't say I dey spend me life with. But in all matter, if you get other person on the side, all man they do that day, not to like saying a bad thing.
It's how it's being normalized.
Yes.
And I don't think that's biblical, neither is it.
It's not. And so if you meditate on a quote like this, it'll tell you, say, love and faithfulness it not forever leave you.
Right.
And it say you for wrap around your neck and write on the tablet of your heart. Then so you never forget so.
It
So
go
anything
always
way
there
they
with
do, you dey remember.
Right.
You dey remember.
Right.
And why is marriage important in the Bible? Marriage is ordained by God. And God instituted the husband and wife relationship as an equal partnership with Adam and Eve inside Genesis 2:24. And then marriage, it is part of God's central plan for we happiness during we life and for eternal happiness after.
Right.
So now God now he make marriage. Now he make way they see people and they married. You dey ask waiting at this married. Who that come up with this whole married thing?
Right.
Now value they make before people them and before God for saying that this person now don't choose for married. And then the other they will be talk about what the government don't do, right? Marriage SL.
Yeah, for make that's to foster transparency.
Yes.
Because just like how you say, there is this thing that people have the expectations of what a marriage should look like. Having the side chick. Some man can marry, not even tell the other person say,
They tell
I
you.
am getting married. So
telling
that
you.
step by the government of Australia, that's a great step.
Yeah.
In the right direction.
Yes.
At
So if
least
you want to go check.
If you don't want to wrap the chain of faithfulness around the neck, the
Yes.
government will make you right hand.
So the government don't pass a law and they don't begin institute them already.
Right.
Where then they publish all man we get intention for married so that if you want check, you can go check, because the public and can contend a married if they no say that particular couple they want pandem or something or two already don't married,
Right.
and then one do it in secret. So all this they call secret marriages, because when they say they affects the community, they affects people their lives. So man I lie, then they lie, then go don't married 1, 2, and then go other region.
Then
Inside
go
they not
marry other
sabi
one,
there.
eh?
Yeah, they go married other one. So now I make the government don't come up with this initiative, and we think it's a good initiative because it bring out transparency. So person no need for lie again.
And I like the fact, say, there is a licensing, even when it comes to the traditional wedding, what we call Nikau wedding, there is a licensing that is involved in that as well. So I think that will reduce the rate, because you cannot go register 2 marriages at Roxy Building.
Exactly.
You
can't.
cannot go. And now they don't make them so public.
Yeah.
So even if not a civil wedding you want to do, church wedding or whatever, you have to register it and make it known to the public. So at the end of the day, if you know one of them people that we don't marry 3 or 4 or 5 times.
Except if you're Muslim.
It's
allowed there.
There are exceptions
Yes.
when it comes to that. But even that there's certain restrictions.
Yeah.
There's certain conditions that are applicable to that. And if your first wife is not aware or non-consenting to it, then there is a problem.
Okay. So people out there, you don't hear we. This now Radio Fry 97.1 FM. You dey listen to we live from Aberdeen. Now they will studio day 49 Johnson Street. If you want can visit we, if you want can see waiting this Friday, but because we dey fry all in all kind topic with the talker.
You see today we don't include the border.
We don't include the border. This not the border of all borders. we get for reach the Casada stage.
Yeah.
But that in other day.
Yeah.
So if you just join we, this now Radio Fry, make sure say you call we and be part of the conversation. If you're not married, it no matter. Call we and tell we waiting at your expectation for marriage, because now that's they make the first year of marriage. Tell we. Some say you get tip for we, or some say you don't mark somebody where you are married, you want tell we your love story, we want hear everything. And don't forget also we did live stream on Facebook. You can join me on Facebook and send in your message or comment under the video. Sorry. Or comment under the video. You can also call us on WhatsApp on our number 0889719971, or you can call us live as well. We don't mind. You can send us a text message as well. We read everything. We listen to everything, because for Fry, you talk, we listen. Now that's what they about. And Fry, now for all man they able share in story, all man they able talk waiting then in mind. You know, sometimes we're not able to express ourselves. Now that's not the major problem, and it cause depression and other things. So we they give you the platform now. We don't need for know your face. We don't need for know your name. You can call other name. You can say another region, but we just want to hear your story. So I'm saying you're able to help somebody out there. Don't forget to call us on 088-971-971. We'll go on a music break, and when we come back, we'll give you tips on how to survive. I did survive the first year. What do you for look out for?
Yeah, that's really, really helpful. We all need that day, because there are people that actually they think about, say, okay, you know what, I want to get married, and they have all this unattainable expectations,
Yes.
and then they can hinder the progress of a marriage, especially in the first 1 year. And we see, I think it's a common occurrence right now. A lot of people, then 1 year after their wedding, it'd be like didn't our makeup artist was doing my makeup the other day, and she was like, it go makeup us in March of 2021, and then in December again she was doing a makeup for her for another wedding. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. But you know, that's why this topic is important, and everything you say. So please now for call we and share your experience. Or if you don't want to talk, not make them recognize the voice on air, send me message on WhatsApp, or send me a text message. Even text we on we page in our Facebook via Messenger. So when they come back, stay tuned. It's Wednesday, the 12th day of January 2022, and you are listening to Radio Fry on 97.1. A gentle reminder that we are in 5 major cities in Sierra Leone. That is Freetown, Bo McKinney, Kenema, and Kono.
Yes.
Oh wow. And beside that, you get to be all side.
Any
side. And this time the breakfast mix with me, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton to say.
And yes, we there every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we engage in open, authentic, everyday reality conversation. And of course, we get us towards radio music. So if you know, say you're an
Yes.
artist out there, you know, you get your song, and you want to play on Radio 55, all you need for doing that for which we are on 088-971-971. And give us a message on our Facebook page. And of course, we can make you send your song and
Yes.
go see now we breakfast mix and we drive program. Yeah, you know, so we need to promote local content.
Yes,
And
we own.
we own. And if you notice, there's also salon song that no more we they play on
Yes.
our programs, especially the two major shows of the day. And for today's conversation, we there talk about your first 1 year in marriage. You know, we don't get Bible verses for support, define what marriage is in the biblical way, within the Bible say about marriage, and within our God in your own definition of what it means when a man they left in mama, left in papa, left everybody and cling on to in with.
Yeah.
But now with the Kanguna, 25 tips
Yes.
on how to survive you first.
Jin.
First.
Survival mode.
Survival mode. You first 1 year inside you married, you know. This is not so this is like how Queen always say, we're not so experts them, but we're just trying to dish out advice for help, and also you back can help anybody out that way they decide to say, oh, I want married, or whether they married, they face some struggle. So you can call we on 088-971-971
Yes.
and make you opinion known.
Indeed. So let's start with first survival tip.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
With first survival tip now, you for be on the same page as your spouse. It's not good if you dey one side, in the other side. It's not get for work. So then say we come to things like picking, finances, budget, career, everything. Una need for be on the same page. Explain to your partner, say, oh, me, I want to do business. Yeah, myself, I want to go work in an office. I want, let we get 3 picking there.
Right.
I want let we get 2 picking there. Let una come to an agreement. Because some man, like for example, we can't to picking. Some man can want boku picking there.
Yeah.
So woman say, that family can pull that picking there. I don't think so. So woman can say, no, not just small amounts. I want like 2, 4. So una need for compromise. So that's una they able agree on something together.
Right.
Then the second tip for survive your marriage, your first year of marriage. Now for let your expectation in marriage be known to each other. Tell your partner, say, where I be they married, now this I be they expect. In back let tell you. Because it better let you explain to una self, don't get the same understanding than you get one understanding of waiting marriage for be in back get own. But when I discuss them, una they able compromise.
Right.
Because each marriage is different. Each purpose of marriage as well is different because it depends on the friendship.
Right.
It depends on the kind of relationship where you get, right? Like the other day you would explain about love language. All day inside the expectation.
Right.
So if me and a person like me, I like when person they send me gift, it they make her they feel happy, they make her they feel appreciated. Then tell them.
Thank you.
So that you know where you want to appreciate you. You know go just can't hug you if not to hug you want.
And they say as they left you, so they send a langa success
Like-
now. Or saying oh little posty no more.
Exactly. So now for tell him what he wants. The man back in back go tell you what he wants.
Right.
So man they like secrets. Like they like if you they left something, then they magically fenna. Say wow, so thoughtful of you. See,
Right.
everybody getting your love language. So now some of the expectations then you first year in transition period. When I need for discuss that, waiting on our differences there, we come to thinking.
Right.
And instead of I, you get for change to we. So even when person they invite you, say, yeah, me and me man. yeah, me and me woman. You know, we just answer for yourself.
I think I can always wonder, like that. Okay, always baffle me for some reason. Like couples, when you're inviting them, is that I go tell me, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm inviting you. like what's going on? But then reading about it, and now I understand. Like I'm like, oh,
Yes.
So that's why.
Yes, because we're two of the same person. You can't have one without the other one. You must take both of us. Whether you like her, you know, like her, you take her man. And one of me paddy there where I've been getting England and be very conscious of this. So anytime where they talk, he's very conscious for, let's say, we.
Okay.
And actually, I've been like that about him, because they always remind you, say, oh yes, there's always somebody else, not only one, or something na in any family, not only one.
Right.
So you always consider it. So even when they invite him, even if not for just go out on dinner, they go ask you, like, you mind if we come? And then you go answer now. Say, no, it's just between me and you. You say, okay, well, I get for go tell Michael.
Okay.
Then no say I get for day with you. So it's just out of respect.
That's
Yes.
very
So even
important.
if he's not going to be there, respectfully, you go tell him. So that the man always knows side there. Not for control purposes.
Okay.
Now genuine love and respect. Then you get what you need for expect back inside the first marriage. Say conflict get for day. Just like how you get relationship, you get friendship, best friend, crush, all these things that we would go through in life. Conflict always get for day, because sometimes when I name it eye to eye on,
Right.
on things. Sometimes when I go get argument, but part of conflict is you not for go to sleep.
You know, settle down.
I they tell you, even the Bible talk down there, you should not be upset with your brother and rest and then wake up again.
Right.
You're not allowed to do that.
Okay.
You should solve everything before the sun sets.
That's
So
great.
now the same thing inside marriage. And then also if you get conflict, rather than deal with the emotion, you for deal with the issue. So waiting at the actual conflict. Not focus on the person in reaction, in emotion, how they feel. No. Discuss the issue, because now most important. When you're able to discuss the issue, then all the other things they're able to resolve themselves. If I explain to camera, say, I not like way it take me cup. Now the issue down there.
Right.
But I not go address the issue. I'll tell you thief. Why not go get your own?
So language also is very important.
Yes, language is very important. Now, instead of dealing with the issue, you insult the person.
Right.
Not insult the person in personality or in character. Discuss the very issue that you need to discuss.
Okay.
And then number 5, from my own side, because camera get for continue these tips. Now, for avoid the blame game. Not be selfish. Not keep score. Like say you not judge to your spouse. And una for come together as a unit for resolve any problem. So no put blame. Oh, then now you they do this. Now you can make so. The blame is on both sides actually.
Yeah.
Because if you really empathize, something been there where you do, now it cause this person for react this way.
Right.
So always reflect on yourself as well. What me do for contribute to why the person they behave so.
Right.
So you not for put blame on somebody, not be selfish. Blame both of you.
Okay.
Then resolve the issue together.
I think we want to start with do not decide not to use the D word.
Yeah, sorry.
That-
Before you start, this is Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. We are just giving tips on how to survival, how to survive the first marriage.
You first 1 year
Yes.
inside marriage, because trust me, even the first one, I think the first 1 year in relationship came better.
Yeah.
Because that there is just rosy. That is the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
And people also expect the first 1 year in marriage to be the honeymoon phase. But I feel like that is more difficult, because that's
Yes.
when certain things are established. And one key important thing what you need for member as a man or a woman, decide not to use the D word. The D word as in divorce. It will always be the last option. I know some people are like for throw that around. As soon as they get small conflict, pull the ring.
Yes.
Put them, may done, may I not want again. You know, that is not really good, because you and a man don't team up before God, man, and you people then. And of course, it's like every human relationship. Like when I say teeth and tongue can always jam, right? Because, but at the end of the day, if
They're still
teeth get
together.
something, they must call tongue and say, yeah, I mean, can't help me. So it's not like you go expect for be happy all the time. There are certain times where you say una so they vex for una self for. That's why when I make you mention them earlier, I say make sure say una not go sleep where una vex about each other. Make sure say before una go lidom, una don't settle them. So and of saying the word, oh, I want a divorce, that's something that we really, really bad. Because I know they program the person for say, this is no matter as soon as I do have something, the next thing is he go tell me say let we part. So at a certain point it gets to that point where we say you might not mean it, you're just trying to like establish or tell the person that I'm angry and fling the ring, and that will be it, and there's no going back from it. So man, the word divorce should always be the last option after you don't try everything that you power for, walk through whatever issue una they go through. And another key important thing is allow each other time to adjust in the first year by adapting yourself and try not to change your spouse.
Exactly.
This is very, very
That's
important.
very important.
It's
Very.
very, very important. It's like you need to understand the dynamics of una individuality. Know that this person come off from this background, different upbringing for me,
Yeah.
different beliefs, different cultural structure, and you as well they come from the different background, different belief, different cultural structure, and you both are coming together. So there are certain things that you might think it's normal that she might not think it's normal. There's something he might think is normal that you might not think it's normal. By the end of the day, you need to adapt, find ways by which you both can come together and just sync and
Exactly.
see how like you able to take una also your upbringing, make them into something that will be beneficial to not just una self, but una picking them as well. Because eventually get for lead to that. And una for being una picking them in an environment that is not toxic, healthy, and thriving. So that is very, very so allow una self,
Yeah,
And
sorry. When it comes to not change, for try for change the other person.
right.
Most of us can fail for understand saying that waiting the person being gets now make you attracted to them in the first place.
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
Yes. So why you for one changer?
Right.
So if you meet the person, elect for doing makeup, and all that thing they attract you about the person, why were you don't married now? You get for tell the person, so, I don't like way they watch football. I don't like way they wear makeup. I don't like way they wear high heel. But where you be the court, where you be the dates, you be like all that thing and then you not tell her.
Right.
Now make the beginning where would they talk say you for sit down and tell each other the expectation. Tell the person say, Cameron, me I know say we'll be there in relationship, I not be explain this, but I don't like where I they talk to you they walk off on me.
Right.
I go once where would they talk, let you at least just pay attention and listen to me. Even if you not get anything for say or you not agree, but at least just listen to what I get for say. You understand? I don't tell you my expectation now, right?
Right.
I don't tell you parts of waiting I not like about you.
Right.
But I talk her in a very nice way
Yeah.
and so that you are able to receive the message well. I not to change you.
No.
I just to tell you something where you need for work on as a person. And you allow for do the same thing to me.
Yeah.
If I get something where you feel say, not so just for me but for everyone else, I think say it will be good if you work on this part of you. But I love everything about you because there's no perfect person. You get to remember that.
And
so when you want change person, there's no perfect person.
And I think another key thing that people need to keep in mind is nobody knows a mind reader. Nobody can read your mind. Not your
Exactly.
spouse. No matter how that person love you, that person not able to read your mind. So you need to be very vocal about your likes and your dislikes.
Yeah.
If you don't like this, make it know. If you like this, make it know. I think that will be the foundation. We want to work on things and build things. But if you expect say, if I know say I don't like this, how he go know if you not make them known?
Yeah.
And then they can lead to resentment. And resentment is really bad in any relationship, especially marriage. Because when you become resentful, you tend to do things for hurt your partner. And when your partner is hurt, instead of tend to do things for hurt you, it's a never-ending cycle which eventually lead to the D word. So please, let's try to communicate and, not try for change people, your partner, so waiting you feel say if or be not to that be. The reason I make it be like in the first place now because of dentinity. And another one is marriage is 100 partnership, not the 50-50 we hear.
Exactly. Let's take this call.
Let's take this caller. I don't even know why you laugh. Oh, okay, we don't lost that caller day.
Oh.
So why you laugh first?
Because it's part of the expectation.
Right.
Well, my been say, now so man for them inside marriage. But you not answer Ibrahim. You need behave like John Seth.
And they emphasize say easy. If you're not giving each other 100%, then you are not committed to your marriage and your spouse. In order to have a healthy, happy, lasting marriage, you both must be fully committed to your marriage and making it work. All that one way be say, this one now they put na us, but have a side chick that will satisfy side chick need. That means you're not even fully committed. You're just getting married because of the namesake say, this person don't married.
Yeah.
But being married means you're deciding to be faithful to this person. You're deciding to be committed to this person. You're deciding to put this person above anybody else. You're deciding to build the life of this person. Because this person now they see yourself when you don't old and grace, you don't not chair, they say, I remember hoping now. You understand, like reliving those the glory days, you know. And you both would sit, laugh, and think about how beautifully the life that you have both lived, like how beautiful it really is. So
have you seen the cartoon? I don't remember the title. I think it's called Life or Happy. I don't remember, but it's a really sweet cartoon of this man and this woman will be married for long, and unfortunately he lose in wealth to cancer, but then he lost all in joy.
I think it's Up.
Okay, Up.
With the balloon.
Yes.
It's Up. I love that cartoon.
It's such an amazing story.
Yeah, that's a
about
beautiful love story. It's indeed a beautiful love story. And another point is always improve the good. Learn from the negative experience that occur in the first year and all throughout your marriage. When you mess up, apologize.
Yeah.
Continue your personal growth and keep each other in the loop. Thus growing together. If you find something that works, keep it going. You know, like I read an article about a couple that told then tell themselves, say, you know what, it doesn't matter what we're going through. Every month we make sure we set 2 days apart for go out on a date.
Aww.
So it can be the first week in the month and the last week in the month.
Yeah.
We have to go out. So they make that day become like something they
routine,
do.
yeah.
Because that's how they fall in love. They went on date and then they fall in love and they feel like this is a tradition that we need to keep through. And 50 years down the line,
Wow.
they find out that no matter what conflict they have in their relationship, when the day comes, they'll put on clothes, then go to the restaurant and they eat. While they're eating, they talk about every single thing. So that may become the conflict resolution and plan.
Yeah.
And it worked out for them. So that's the good. That's the focusing on the good. Because at the end of the day, you know, say, no matter what this person don't do me, no matter what this person don't say or waiting, even though for refrain from using foul languages, which is really, really bad. Because words once said cannot be unsaid. So please let me refrain from dandy and, you know, focus on the good and find things that you both enjoy doing. Also, because you don't marry now means say Mona be going to beach on Sundays, you guys should stop doing that altogether.
Yeah.
You know, that's what this way make the man see and be like, oh, she looks so cute.
Yeah.
You stop for where I'm all together.
Yeah.
Or that hairstyle where you make, you stop for where I begin, you can't become this person where you be say, he look and he begin say, but I go fen. But, you know, just maintain the good. Things that made that person find you attractive in the first place, continue for doing. Nobody know they tell you, say, may you be 35, 40 years and you're still looking and you're still dressing or acting like a 15-year-old. But there are certain ways that you can keep your partner interested.
Yeah.
So continue to do that as well. And another point is confront your own issue and discuss them with your spouse.
Yeah.
Walk through your insecurity and past traumas. This can only serve to hold you back if you don't. Create a safe space with your spouse so that you can share your feelings. And this is also a very key important thing. Us dealing with our personal issues within ourselves and our past traumas and how we expect the other person. This is like what we say earlier this week, right? About expecting this other person for come and can be your sole source of happiness.
Yeah.
Like you expect them to love you even when you don't love yourself. You're not happy on your own, but you expect them to make you happy.
Yeah.
You're dealing with past traumas from your childhood. You expect them to make that trauma go away. But there is so much that they can. Not also everything that we're able to do for you. There are certain things that you need to be able to do for yourself. Because if you're not able to do them, if you see that other person be able to do them, how you not able to do them? So the other person self not go able to do them. And you expecting that person for do them and the person not being able to do it, I think it puts a strain on the marriage. Because I'd be like, why you don't do this? But then you ask yourself, you were not able to do them. You for yourself not able to do them. So I expect the other person for do them for you. So that is really strainful and confusing. And at the end of the day, some people can just say, you know what? I don't tire with this. Let's just walk away and go find peace of mind. And of course, not going away. But you look at this as something that could have been resolved. Something as tiny as that. And a personal experience from a personal friend of mine. I think I look at their marriage and I think that if only you guys will put ego, you put pride aside and just sit down and try for talk about these things, like talk about them and meaningfully walk through them. Because these are things that you hold dear. When it comes to belief, cultural beliefs, religious beliefs, these are things that people tend to hold dear in person. These are the parts of our lives. And like how we say yesterday, moving away from one's parents can be scary. And sometimes we tend to hold on to the things that, you know, we share with them. And it can be your cultural belief, it can be your religion, it can be anything. You know, letting go of that is not something that you wake up in the morning just because I don't marry today, Monday, and Tuesday I don't let go of everything. It's not that easy. It's really, really difficult. So for you to get to that point, you need for let your partner know. Now I need for walk through together. So Nameka say it's very, very important that, communicate, work on your personal trauma, and of course, over back to Brigitta as we continue with the
so
more
if
tips.
you're just tuning in, this is Radio Fry 97.1 FM in Sierra Leone. You can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the conversation. You can send us text message, WhatsApp message. You can call us on WhatsApp. You can send a Facebook Messenger message, and also you can go on our Facebook, Radio Fry, and drop a comment under there. We will not share your personal name if you don't want us to, but we really just want to hear your side of your story when it comes to marriage, your first time experiences. Okay, will they receive a call?
Yeah, you will receive a call.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah.
good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank God. Really, I love your program.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And you,
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Oh, that was short. I thought he
Short and
wanted-
sweet.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. I just love your program. That's why I called.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, too,
Okay.
So you can call us anytime on 088-971-971 when we are on air talking. I have some messages from Facebook I'm going to read. Sylvanus Thompson says, morning fry, Dan de sweets. I hope so me Korean also.
He say morning fry, dan the sweets.
Oh, Dan, see?
See the morning fry, now you sweet.
Thank you for translating. Then by John Contest says, greetings, Radio Fry. We're receiving another call.
Oh, yes. Good morning. Yeah.
Hello? You name and who side
Sorry.
you call from, please? You able can close to the phone small. When I able hear you fine.
Okay. I glad for our program.
Mm-hmm.
One of the good idea towards the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
It's with the find difficult towards the relationship right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't find it difficult that the relationship not the one. They submit with the man there with the submit themselves towards the man.
Right.
They capitalize towards. Yeah, I think you are find out that the devil quality. No, not a good condition today.
Right.
But don't come on inside now. You don't feel right. They work for her, they do lot of things for in life.
Mm-hmm.
But don't come on inside, don't feel now. Today, and not one class. So you don't do one, three, so you don't like at the 2 months. I don't like that. So now they talk about anything there. And not bias inside relationship. And I real at the job.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So I think I'm here for
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much.
Recono people are always a represent.
Always a represent. And it's a key thing about relationship.
Right.
For say you do get some man, we're very, very loving and caring towards them with. Then they even mix roles because they don't mind.
Right.
Now out of respect for cook for you, brook for you, but you know for seize advantage over the man because sometimes inside be do and pass you or in don't mind for duam.
Right.
And na key thing they talk about is it affecting your marriage
Okay.
because the woman no the gang respects
Right.
and he don't try for do all these things for help him. So thank you for your contribution where you give. I dey continue for read the messages then where they on Facebook where una don left. By J Contest said this na the Border edition bang fry all the way. This na the Border edition.
Ding.
And Emmanuel Samura says, you guys are amazing. I'm following closely. The topic is unique as it addresses the present day reality. Keep it up, Radio Fry. And then by J also says, marriage, this is not the border of all borders. A very real topic, very appropriate for the times. Thanks, Fry. You have any messages to read
Yeah,
for
I have a
us?
couple on WhatsApp, and this one says, "I'm really having problem with my marriage. My husband has have no time for me. He does not. We don't sit together and plan things together. He hides so many things from me. He always sleeps out, and she's
Wow.
saying she needs help."
Yeah, I mean, we've been discussing relationships, right, for the past couple of days.
Yes.
And we talk, say, if the person not able to spend time with you, now one key factor where you need for look out and say, no, there's a problem.
Somewhere.
Yes, somewhere. And secondly, you jokingly say yesterday, like, we cancel first time away from parents, you sister Kinkana Os, and for over 1 year, 6 months now, they tell her, say, go back outside, come on. This not so you also again. But on a serious note though, if you spouse not a sleep na os, then
Yeah.
that means there's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
Yes, and you
Yeah.
guys really need for sit down
Right.
and discuss the issue, not avoid the issue. You should not feel threatened inside a marriage or any relationship for say waiting then are you mind.
Right.
If you're not able to talk waiting they go wrong, then that means a major issue inside you relationship, and you should be able to express yourself. Say, now married we married. I don't understand why you for they left the house.
Right.
It's okay for go walk and come back, but completely not spend the night. It's not ethical.
No.
And if the woman they do the same thing, what thing you go think? What thing you go feel? If you woman just they left us no more, you go sleep out, you come back. You go to think other thing.
Right.
So na issue within your marriage where you really need for sit down and talk to specialists there where they deal with such issue. If you dey part of church or you get community leader, you for really sit down, you and your husband, una discuss the issues, then let una able resolve them. You get another message?
Yeah, I get a couple. And Mrs. Edwina Sise, I'm in love with today's topic. Good morning, beautiful ladies. I am listening. And of course, it is Mrs. Edwina Sise. I know she will enjoy this one. I was just about to mention it.
Yeah.
And we also get a text message, actually, where you say, "Good morning, Fry. You people always make me feel educated in life. Thanks. All I know about marriage is love, understanding, and submission to one another." David Sagbetu at
Wow.
Benghazi, Kwedu City, Kwedu City, Kono District. Wow.
I'm glad you read that because I'm not inside able to read that day. The name title very, very long.
Yes, and this person also done send a couple of messages where he say, "This is my first time listening to this program. I'm pregnant and I'm always stressed out." I think these are something like I think tomorrow topic therefore highlight
Yes.
this as well, and I think this person for also listen because we could get
Yes.
tips them on how to cope with dealing with your first pregnancy and coping with stress and the realities of it. But then again, just like how we mentioned earlier, this is why it's very important to tell your partner what are your expectations in marriage, and you both should sit down before the marriage.
Yeah.
Any problem when I'm not able to resolve before the wedding is not going to resolve itself in marriage. In
At
fact,
all.
it multiply.
Exactly.
That's what experts say. I've not been married, but they say it multiply because first of all, if you're with this person in a relationship and you guys don't talk. You guys don't sit down and have conversations. You guys don't discuss things. You guys don't plan things together. Not so married they can solve that.
No.
Now, in fact, when I'm going to marry, they was because, you don't say, okay, you don't define already the dynamics of the marriage. This is how I want my marriage to go. Like, I don't need to discuss anything with you. We don't need to sit down. The only thing that we have between us is intimacy.
Yeah.
And that's just it. That's just what he wants from you. I'm talking about this, like, that's just what he wants from you. So automatically when you get married, now so eager for continue.
Yeah.
And if just intimacy, probably when the result of intimacy don't come in, which is you pregnant. So he doesn't see any reason to be like, why should we spend time together? Before we were not spending time together. Before we're not talking about things. Before
Yeah.
we're not planning. It was all me planning, talking. And you just abide to it. And I feel like a lot of women
Yeah.
need to do this. Be vocal. Talk to your partner.
Yeah.
Let them know what are your expectations. Marriage does not resolve any issue. If this person nobody talk to you in a relationship, when you get married, he's not automatically going to start talking to
Yeah.
you. In fact, it'll become worse.
Yes.
He don't even talk to you because now we don't marry, we don't have before God and man. I don't already establish dynamic of a relationship. This is what we are. That's it.
Yeah.
And
And you be explained before that marriage now 100%.
yeah.
Between the two people, and now where the two people they become as one.
Right.
If you did come as one. There's no way where you partner they feel certain way, you just they ignore. Because you're two of the same people.
Right.
And for woman biologically, it get for go through certain stages in life. One are pregnancy. And some people have unrealistic ideas about pregnancy or pregnant women that they're expected to do certain things. Yes, some women biologically they're able to do physical work, whereas in most cases the answer is no. And if your wife is tired or is feeling a certain way, you should be encouraging her.
Right.
Because she's doing a bulk of the work for you. She still wakes up and gets things done. And, if they watch social media in the UK and the US, they don't begin to test them for letting show man say, waiting woman they go through, not easy. One thing that then get this equipment where then they connect per man.
Oh, yeah.
For show the level of pain where woman they feel from menses till go to pregnancy.
Right.
And this machine they induce pain to the abdominal muscle the same way how they make we they feel, and then get different level from 1 till go to 10 are pregnancy now. And so man just level 1 it do
And the Allah.
and then whilst them wear this machine, then for go brook, then for go cook, then for go do this, do that, do different kinds of things. And then at the end of it, most of the men will say, you know what, woman, we respect you now.
Right.
Because even when they go through menstrual pain, they go up to level 4. And level 4 is still quite intense. Then like labor level 10.
No, that's not even level 10.
Yes.
Labor is like level 101 or more than that, because it's crazy.
It is crazy.
It is crazy.
And they realize that, listen, I can't even go past 1 or 2, let alone forget about 10 in the first place. I'm not going to forever reach 10. So with man they do that day within the community for really show, say, there is a difference between men and women, yes.
Okay.
And women are able to cope, are able to cope with how their bodies feel and still do day-to-day things that are needed. And we almost kind of like brush it apart,
Right.
like it's nothing.
I mean, take the day-to-day, like the monthly circle that you
Yeah.
go through. Like you have 3 phases of circles that you go through in the month before your period.
Yeah.
Which is when you experience the PMS, which is a mood swing. It can be anything. It can be you have cramps. Some people have constant headaches. You have this, you're stressed. You don't know what's going on. You're angry. You're sad. You go just to the normal. You see, probably you drop libam and then you feel the urge to cry and then you're crying. Like you don't even know why that is happening. And then I think we only have 1 week in a month where things are normal, and then boom,
1 whole week.
1 whole week, just 1 week. Imagine 4 weeks, and you just have 1 week where you're normal, and it goes back. And when you're pregnant, that is everything they multiply, they amplify. So imagine if you're in a person where during your PMS, probably you're experiencing anger or your sadness. When you're pregnant, that becomes amplified, and that's when your spouse comes in. That's where they have to be there for you, reassure you, just make you feel good about yourself, even though these are at least the idea that, okay, I'm not in this alone, I am not crazy, and these are perfectly normal, so that's okay. And that's why I get so agitated when I tell somebody I am on my period, and they go like, but you still am yet? Oh my God.
Okay, we missed that call.
I'm
going to continue with, I'm just going to read one more message on Facebook, then I'm going to continue with some of the tips that we'll share.
Right.
We get message from Ambassador Wuri Best Brain Jalo. Okay,
We
pick
get
up
a
this.
call.
Oh,
This-
never mind.
Yeah, they're flashing.
Ambassador Wuri Best Brain Jalo, he says, interesting topic. I called on Sierra Leoneans to tune into Radio Fry Fry. Thank you so much for that. So moving on with some of the tips then, feel free, you can call us on 088-971-971 with topic what they talk about now first year inside you married us. Waiting at some of your expectations, then waiting at some of the things that we don't experience, and we they give you tips how for survive. Because now that's how the all man want understand how for survive.
Right.
And we don't give boku tips them already. And we continue with that. So another tip for survive you first year inside marriage, now that you for understand that you they take on a new family. And like they say before, now you and you, mama and papa, sister, all of them are us.
Right.
Then now you and you man. Now
Get,
one. Okay, let's
get
answer the call.
Joseph Davis.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Radio Fry.
Yes. You name and also the call from, please.
Joseph, of course. I call from Enemy State.
Okay.
Yeah, for more than they follow up the program and the listening and the more to enjoy the preaching. What the Bible say about marriage. And another man claims to think from believe. I can't say much because me I'm not married with somebody. But
Okay.
I don't go into relationships where I believe in. First of all, if me need to talk, we need to relate we can't do it because we need for talk because I can always tell anybody like this, even Paddy man per se, I'm not perfect. I will hurt you one way, but we need for talk. We need to talk about and say, I too small, I don't too big for the story, for the story, and then we roll over and I will push, do something better, see how far we can able to go.
Yeah.
And today, I'm happy with the program, and I'm happy because the program is interesting. I learned Boku. I even learned from the teach, and I still listen because I have for a year more.
Okay. No
and
problem.
See how we 1 year will look like in marriage. But I'm sure saying 1 year marriage will be nice.
Yes, it go nice indeed.
Yes, I'm sure. A marriage no to be easy. We can patch always and you can marry a society. Sometimes it can be fine, sometimes it can be hard. But you a man, you have to know how to handle the relationship, handle the home, and marriage. Anyway. We're happy to be. I'm happy like me. I'm glad. I'm always happy for listening to the program. But for the parties on the day around, I'm gonna miss plenty things.
Okay.
But we pray for them. God bless. Don't keep on for their life, and we have to make sure they're listening at least.
Amen.
Every day, at least I must learn one thing. We have to keep up my head and see how okay we go.
Okay.
We pray for that. God continue for blessing her and keep her.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
So that was Daniel or Joshua, Joshua from Henry Street. He said, "In unmarried yet, it's okay. The topic now for we all. But waiting for expect. We don't marry now. Waiting you for they do.
No
so
worry,
now for we
no
all.
worry. Daniel, right?
Joshua.
Joseph.
Oh, Joseph. Sorry.
Yeah, of Henry Street. Myself not married, and only Bridget and I married. But we the land.
But we all the land.
We the land.
All of we. It's safe for understand. Say you take on new family.
Right.
Apart from just you and your man, you also get you in-laws them. Then back now new set of people that we need for get used to.
Right.
So you need for accept them. And if you're married, you in-laws them or you parents them not agree, then trust me, then they not a good mix.
No.
Because we all need support. Some tanking day or time go reach where you go really need for call on your family. And if they not agree with the relationship, with the marriage, try for understand why first. You understand? Not judge.
Right.
Try for understand what to make me mama or papa or cousin or auntie. They say these things about this particular person. Waiting at the issue. If you don't find out waiting at the actual issue and you they focus on the emotion like we they say, then you go end up for lose people. And when you they married, you they take on a new family. And for some people, like some man before then they married and they already done born pikin. And if you they married this particular whether a man or woman and he already get pikin, how you they deal with that? If you don't want accept, say you get new family where you need for look after. Will they get called from one of we callers? Them let's answer.
Good morning. Your name and also the call from, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. Your name and also the call from, please.
Come again?
Veronica.
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 Who's the call from?
I come from Benguma.
Benguma.
Okay, good morning. And your contribution? What do you want to tell me today?
I just let you know.
Oh, thank you, Veronica.
Thank you. I love you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
So that was a call from Veronica in Benguma.
Yeah. And just one till we say Ilekwi Station.
So as I be the talk, you get to understand, say you take on new family in different dimensions. So now for accept Dandy, and you need for show them the same love like I get love for your own blood family where you get. And another tip now for show love and appreciation and care for each other every day. Like the other day we've been get on social media, right? And the footballer way in West, be they pray for him before they go.
Oh yeah, Musa Tumbo.
Musa Tumbo.
And in West na Hawa Tumbo we he say he go down on his knees and only man in foot pray and bless him.
Yes.
Because that make us score for we.
Yes, that was a good thing. That's showing love, appreciation, and care.
Right.
Now your own way, down there. And not all man go do that, yes, but now your own way for express love.
Right.
Because he really care for a man and he want bless a man.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you also get another tip where saying, now for be ready for unexpected surprises that could easily end the marriage. Unexpected surprises. Because we all know what a man know.
Yeah. we all have our flaws.
Yes.
But we get another caller, so let me take a and see Iyon with your contribution. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and also
This now Leozi they talk.
Oh, good morning, Leozi.
Yeah. I really happy because now they really educate even we the man there and even the woman there as well.
Okay.
So I just want to ask a question like why not based on only like a family issue something like that. Like I just ask someone like a question. I don't mean saying none they do well or none they.
No, we understand.
Partake and I really have, yeah. Then so woman then back and get someone the problem now also we like they drive the guy. Now also because if we guy you man can house, do I you make it first or do I you make to and they make the man they always happy for staying at house. Or make even if he dinner in office, he want for say some maybe dinner house and it for good because we come the kind job they get. But actually with possible come out, you make it face by you twist it face. You really happy for Kana house.
Of course, yeah.
Then that man that would like always like reject man with like for that whether they made the baby say okay the baby it didn't all kind life or it didn't all kind dressing. Then they talk cool, they wear short skirt, they wear this, they wear the boy you know, and they talk cool, they already love her. And they think they say maybe I may stop this. But we see that he married. He married that baby if that baby they dance, they put on a status, I problem not be kind side. Every day now they begin get problem. But why you still don't say that and the way that baby they pardon, you know what I say, baby? And this before we marry now this may stop and this and relationship not to palaver all the time. Now forget time, woman forget time for a man forget time for woman. Sometimes I forget family time now. Not all the time palaver make even things go before. And do I now they talk now too? Do I now talk if now someone in a relationship today? I wear this now a very very unique and I really get happy home. Thanks very much. My name is Leozi. I'm your contribution there.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lazy, for your contribution, and we get for answer your question. It say why would they talk so much on family issues, right?
Right.
And we don't explain several times. Say this month, now month of January, where would they talk about first time experiences? When they talk about first time experiences, so we look at all the different topics that where people then they experience for the first time not in life and how then they feel. So now it makes on it go gear towards family, relationship, friendship, then kind of thing. Then they because now the most important to people then.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll
we didn't get it.
Okay, we've missed that one.
We have missed that call as well.
Yes. So that's why Italic say the topics that we'll talk about geared towards family because now first time experiences of different things.
Right.
And like for the rest of the month we get pregnancy, we get menstruation, we get everything. Yes.
Yeah, so we got another caller on the line. Good morning. Your name and who the call from?
From Nassit.
From Nassit, okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know what that means if that was like a code or something.
I don't know that code you want to give you.
Yes.
I'm going to go pay with Nassit.
We did pay with Nassit. So as we say, the last tip we'll give now that you for be ready for unexpected surprises. Oh, sorry, Leozi be they say some people that are out in the canals, out and spouse can they them attitude, them body language. Sometimes it affects the person. It's true.
Yeah.
If me gonna also the person twisting face all the time, they just talk to me anyhow. I'm not gonna rush for gonna host. I will take me time for gonna host.
I go fence outside where I go. My I think I read something about that on Instagram. Yes, about this cute picture with them post and the man kinda host and his wife was there, and he only goes to the dog and he pet the dog, kiss the dog, hold the dog, and walk up to the dog. And the wife was just staring at the husband. And somebody comment under the video say, he say the reason why the husband is more like
loving towards
the dog is because when he come the dog they knock his tail and even can piss small self because he glad if I see like why would you not want to see somebody that happy? But the wife is just sitting there waiting for the husband to just so you get that. So if as well the husband they come to a home that is very welcoming, warm, full of love, trust me, you're gonna rush for come now.
I'm telling you.
But if they come now, he come you know, day before yesterday, what TV do? It becomes like, this is what I'm going home to. I don't think I want to go home to that. After a stressful day at work, I think I'll find a friend or a bar or somewhere I can hang out and have friends. And by the way, the reach now, I was probably at 1, 2, 3. Okay, then the woman go don't sleep. I will just go to bed, wake up in the morning, and go out. And you know what for turn like fall na you also.
Exactly.
For come inside for sleep, come on, I do for go.
Exactly. And I make one of the first tips that we'll talk about now about blame.
Right.
Not just push blame on one person. Really assess yourself. Sometimes something the way you they do where the person on like. Now just come out with that. And I make it important for communicate with each other, for talk to each other. Say, I don't like where they cannot oscillate. Well, they cannot oscillate because most of the time why they can you they twist you face, they talk to me anyhow, you they throw things at me or whatever. Let the person understand. Then the woman go say, oh, okay, sorry, I not be no say now so it like look out or now so they pan out. Communicate with each other, but you they keep to yourself, in back keep to yourself. Well, now in business, if you want to cannot us, you want to not cannot us, in not to resolve any issue and not so good marriage than they. So we need for the look out for them things and they.
Right.
Then another tip now, you need for enjoy intimacy, because inside marriage, intimacy is very, very important. And like you they say, if the person not attracted to you or you know they get intimate moments, sometimes they destroy the marriage completely.
Right.
Completely. And it's one of the key things in marriage. Even the Bible, they talk about that you should not deprive your partner of it. It's something that's very important. It connects the two of you. So that's another tip. And one last tip before we move on to camera, in your tips the way it gets. Now that you need to learn how to fight fair with your spouse.
Oh.
When you say fight fair, it means that you're not judgmental.
Okay.
But you also not suppressing the person as well. I don't know how to explain it. But you not go like make yourself seem like say now you're not the victim all the time.
Right.
If you know say you don't do something wrong, you should blatantly say, it's in that thing why I do you it wrong. That thing why I've been saying, I'm so sorry.
Accountability.
Yes, that then I forfeit fairly. So you partner back, they say, so this person, he really don't understand.
Yeah.
Or okay, he know what thing he don't do. It better way don't tell me because me be one tell him, but he don't recognize it. Himself they do this thing wrong.
Okay.
So that now forfeits fairly.
Right.
So if you join with this now Radio Fry 97.1 FM, you can join with conversation anytime on 088-971-971. You can call us, send us a text message, WhatsApp message, call us on WhatsApp, go on our Facebook Radio Fry and send a comment under our video. And you can also send a message on Messenger. We are here to take your stories, your responses, and our topic today is now the first year inside marriage.
Right.
Yes. And when they try for give our tips, how to survive.
This is survival 101.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so I think I thought we had a caller, but I think we lost that one. So I will start with my own tips them again, which is be ready for the hard work.
I'm telling
anything what fighting for requires intentional hard work and continuous nurturing. I think, oh my God, this is really, really important, my people. And let's get down. Okay, we'll not lose that caller there once again. Like, always, nothing good comes. When I say nothing good comes easy, and sometimes I ask myself, why is it not easy? But then you understand the value of it. you know, just wake up one morning, all the things that you used to do as boyfriend and girlfriend while you were courting and things, when you get into married, they would just sort themselves out. Like, you need to amplify it. Just like I said, the negativity in marriage, like if you were not talking to your partner before, when you get married, the not talking will continue. So if you're not possible, maybe they take your partner out, they do this, and you are very intentional about them making the relationship work. When you get married, be intentional about making your marriage work as well. That is very, very important. We get a caller on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you call from, please.
Well, I name Titus. I call from Bo.
Okay.
Good morning.
Yeah, really, me no married, but like, we try to try for say, I love the program. I learn a lot.
Okay.
Then the thing there is, like, could you talk about with somebody they go now, you know, man they go now, they, you know, it did both.
Yeah.
So now the manner of approaching certain things, like for example, I think I like my own friends and what they, so like it's waiting now the things we like you do me. The manner where they approach you go make it vex for say, hey, sometimes it will become palaver instead of going on to palaver.
Right.
Because the manner where I approach you, even when I want to do it. So most times, I don't think it can create problems among people, manner how they approach people.
Okay. That's a very good comment.
Yes,
That's
your approach is very important.
Thank you. That is very, very important. Approach, language, and everything is very important because you're not going to talk something that you had shout at the top of your voice or the manner in which you're communicating is very disrespectful. Actually, the person that will go in the defensive mode, and that is not good for a marriage. And like I would say, be intentional about making your marriage work. All the things that maybe they do will make that person fall for you. Continue for them as well in marriage.
It's important.
In fact, multiply them because you guys are spending forever together, and forever can be boring if all of them are just relax no more and be like, maybe sort himself out, maybe this person put the effort. No, una all two for put in the effort for make una marriage work. And another point is be slow to anger. Believe your spouse has the best intentions towards you. I think this can spew from the fact that people tend to hold on to past conflict. You understand? It'd be like, okay, if I don't fight about this, I don't and get an issue about them, and each spouse don't apologize, let go, not hold on to them. But some people can hold on to stuff like that and they wait for the next time when something will happen, boop, then just capitalize on what happened before and start to go off on their partner, which is really, 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 really young. Like, focus on the issue at hand. What happened? If that person being, let me say, walk off on you when they were angry and you both resolve that, okay, let go. So now if then take your cup and they don't like for take your cup, let the fight be about taking the cup, but not use that past anger where you not be able to express because they take. And if person do you something, it's not called nagging, it's letting them know that you are they're doing something that is making you angry instead of letting it build up. And a build up anger now can result to this way we say, and some people as soon as something happens, you snap and begin like, oh, now so and so and so, remember that they been do so. And some people be like, that can be a huge turn off. But hey, we get another caller. Good morning.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Gibatel from Sammy Bo.
Good morning.
So excited.
I know, right?
So, your contribution?
With the contribution, now 3 quality man go get for a woman go get for a man.
Okay.
One, if a man forgive marriage rights to a woman.
Okay.
Then you forget a great love for a woman. Then the final one, you forget a respect for a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you give marriage right to a woman, you get love for a woman, then you get respect for a woman, palava no good day. If a woman said if they give marriage right to a man, you get love for a man, you get respect for a man, so palava no good day.
That's true.
But because for woman, they give marriage right to a man, you not get respect for a man, you not get love for a man, now you make palava good day. So let God make it. Any marriage relationship, these 3 qualities, let follow up.
Okay.
So on the contribution that
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Because you know, say religiously, we know marriage right, not so.
Yes.
We know the marriage right, man for pay to woman, but for woman then they even when you need an advice, you know they accept. You not sick, You don't get nothing. Me say that they come and press that. The woman want need from some time period, you know that accept. And they come and they tell me goodbye. And this all to marry right. So even I don't decide for separator. I know will get you. You know the obey me in a way that what I need for you now they need to accept. The way they come and they tell me goodbye. So because of so woman they give right to a man, you know they respect him, they know their love for and then they call separation. So salaam alaikum.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I love how diverse our audience is.
Yes, very,
I love
very
the diversity. This is not fry business.
Mm-hmm.
But he has made very valid point though. Respect, love, they're they're the foundation on which every marriage, should be built. And once you get respect for your partner, you will find out say you're slow to anger. Because say if I get angry, I might get abusive, I might say things that I don't want to say. That would be disrespectful.
Exactly.
And you go refrain from do that, and you go be patient enough and say, waiting, make a respond rather than react. And I think that's something we need for land. Respond rather than react.
Yes.
Responding is you sitting down, talking about things and all. We've been to Yusuf, like if this is something that they did, let's say for example, your partner do something like some fickle thing that can happen in relationships or in marriage as well. Some man don't like when they turn lights on. Some man like for sleeping dark, and
like
some
me.
man like for
I like the dark.
Me too. And some man like for sleep in light. And let me say in the morning, probably your partner has already compromised, but you get a different working schedule. And in for wake early morning, and that light where they put on the wake you see some man can that can aggravate you.
Yeah.
So the thing is, some man either rather than respond, they will just act on that and begin Allah. But the thing is, you have to ask yourself, why am I angry? This person don't compromise for me. Probably like for sleeping light, but now they sleep in the dark for me. And of course, my working schedule is different. While I'm sleeping, he has to get up to go to work. That means he need the light.
Yeah.
So waiting, let me see how I can able for make him know, or what I can able do for put in place just for making that not happen again. If that sleeping goggle you buy, put on a year where you don't sleep. So say where don't clean, where you put the lights on, it not get for disturb you.
Exactly.
And
me,
if not,
it happens to me because I like to sleep in the dark. My husband knows. It's like, are you a child of darkness? Go into the light. And I can tell myself, I don't know. I cannot sleep with bright lights on like this. And so where he can don't wake, because in they wake up for go walk before me.
Okay.
And by 7 o'clock, in fact 6:30, it all left for go. So what I had to do, as soon as he switch on the light, I put the pillow on top of me head for cover me yai. Now my method and the
we get another caller on the line. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. How you doing?
Fine. Your name and where you call from?
Well, your name is Veronica. We call you.
Okay, Veronica.
Okay. You get any contribution to the program this morning?
Yes. Now concerning that man talk.
Okay.
Well, not you. But me, I'm married. I get love for my man. I respect her, but no loyal to me.
Oh, faithfulness.
Although no man is an island, but if you cheat on you, man, you will hide.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
She was making an interesting point.
An interesting point, but again, you should not be cheating on your woman. You should not be hiding in the first place. Not to something we would encourage here on Radio Fry.
Yeah.
Like we say,
we don't
if you
want
get,
to normalize that.
Yes,
no.
if you get issue, una really need for talk about the issue.
Right.
Waiting they make the man be unfaithful. Waiting it they look out for outside where it not they get inside. Una need for understand una self. Sometimes una don't miscommunicate something, or sometimes you not even sabian the same way how you been sabian before.
Right.
So it's really important for let you sit with an elder, somebody where they able be between una also, and they listen, and then not they take side for like each person they able explain in your part. Now the only way that they for resolve waiting they go on now. Not so for just ignore or for say let you not see them, or if for hide. Enough for hide, enough for they do in the first place.
Nah.
So if it happen, address the issue. Say I know say this they happen, and I want to talk about the issue. Waiting you want? Waiting at the issue. Something then I do way and not they do.
Right.
Maybe I need for change something about me.
But sometimes as well, it's just the norm for some people.
Nah, so
just like how
yes.
you say earlier,
Yeah.
some people just feel like, I get the way they put in our house. I get that way in our street. And they feel like they're entitled to it. And as a result, they're not fully committed in a relationship. That's why we mentioned earlier, say, marriage is not 50-50. It's 100%, 100% from each partner. You both have to be committed. You both have to be intentional about making your marriage work. But if it's not the only, because then you say, oh, if marriage is sweet, na uma nange os. Also, the uma one game, then not the marriage.
Yeah.
Both of you are in it.
Yeah.
So the effort where you put forget that woman for say, yes, I will be your bride or your wife. And the same effort if you continue for put as now they walk down the line. We're humans, we tend for, we are flawed as well.
Yeah.
And we're not perfect. We will hurt ourselves in the process. But then that is where conflict resolution comes in. That is where talking helps. That is why being committed helps on all those things.
And earlier, I think last week, we'll be to talk about how to choose the right partner.
Right.
Because sometimes the problem being start from there. If you listen to waiting camera, they say, waiting be done they happen before. When you enter marriage, you don't get for change.
Right.
If you not deal with the issue. If you not choose your partner wisely. For say, yes, this person, he love me. Yes, this person, it help me for growth. This person, it lift me up. They're not to the right person.
Right.
And when you enter marriage, all that they don't get for change for say magically when you wake up, you get for be overtly loving, you get for be caring, you get for do this. No.
It will be happily ever after.
Yes, it won't.
No.
So it all starts from the beginning. So you set everything for sit down first and assess the situation. When you don't assess, then you need for sit between somebody where una all two they able express on yourself freely.
Right.
The person then they judge una and they choose one side past the other one. Una really need for do that day. We'll continue with tips them,
right.
And you can call the show on 088971971 to be part of the discussion. The discussion today now the first year inside marriage, and we're gonna tips them for how you for survive inside the marriage, because most of the times, in Christianity for Christians,
right,
before you get married, you actually go through counseling.
Right.
Counseling with a church or pastor or priest or whoever you want to call that person helps you to know what to expect.
Get a caller on the line. Good morning.
How are you?
Your name and outside the call from, please.
This is Radio Fry.
Yes.
Yes.
These are your favorites. Mami Celebrity Life Too Sweet.
Okay. Good morning.
I'm watching you live on Facebook.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm so excited to see, nice lady like you.
Thank you.
Presenting wonderful program this morning.
Thank you very much.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Would they hear
you?
You're welcome. First of all, I appreciate all of you for this wonderful issue you're discussing this morning.
Okay.
Just like what you say, married, not 100% to the man, 100% to the woman.
Mm-hmm.
If the one thing we're not can buy the idea of man, where man can say that woman gets married. No,
it's not
the
true.
two party get married.
Exactly.
The two party get the house.
Mm-hmm.
You as a man do the responsibility that the house for keep the woman and for keep the house.
Mm-hmm.
You as a woman get your responsibility for keep the house and keep the kids and keep the man also.
Mm-hmm.
One thing where man can push away from the woman, the house, maybe the woman will get style. I can always tell woman, say, woman, you forget style with your man house.
Mm-hmm.
You forget that freaky style.
Mm-hmm.
If you know say your man love woman, don't say your man love woman, just go to dress them frisky style in the house. When the man they see you, it just go love for you. Not all the time you wear trousers, you tie lapa. No. Sometimes just wear them frisky. Mm-hmm. Wear something where they attract you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wear something where they attract you, man. Just frisky. Just make yourself decent. Make yourself clean.
Mm-hmm.
That they push the man. That they push the man. Make the man not go on the street safe. You go say, hey, but wait till the go find a street.
Mm-hmm.
The man deserve, the woman deserve everything waiting at the go find a street. So that just say to the woman, that they keep woman. That they keep man. You as a man back, just attracted you woman.
Mm-hmm.
Just get.
Oh, I'm not sure if it's the signal. Okay.
That's all they keep married.
Okay.
So that's all I have to say for now. Thanks so much.
Thank
you so much.
You're welcome. And I always follow the show from today.
Thank you very much.
I love both of you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, that the Mami Iyai celebrity lifestyle.
Yes.
Thank you for that wonderful contribution, Dave. But like I say, you need to keep your partner interested.
Yeah.
You need
Camera don't talk her.
You need to keep them interested.
All the way we do before continue double, triple, quadruple.
Exactly.
Sink it. I don't even know what to call it now.
Like
all the numbers.
Like the Mami Iyai they say for the guest freaky.
I did tell you.
We get another caller on the line. Well, we're not able to pick this call because you day close to your radio. So make sure say when you call, you far away from you. You turn off your radio before we pick your call because the feedback it's
very bad.
They ring now yes directly as I did we get you from. Okay, another caller day on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, your name and no side you call from, please.
Name from Romari call from Abenabo. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a contribution towards the program. As this one a biblical husband and wife, the wife is submit to her husband, and the husband loves the wife as Christ loves the church. When two things are not in relationship, and can bring separation and I had divorce, So as the speaking that I so miss you.
Okay.
For the follow the principles of the Bible in terms of relationship as well.
Yeah.
And that we get to contribute towards the program.
Thank you so much for joining us in the call. In the beginning of the conversation, we did start with the biblical setup of our marriage. And when it comes to submission, it's actually both men and women. Read your quotes. Read your verses properly from the beginning to the end. And not only misinterpret anything. We get another caller on the line.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Your name and who you call from, please.
Hello.
Yes. Now for turn down the radio, you get feedback.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes.
You get me loud and clear, huh?
Yes. Now for turn off the radio, please.
Okay. This is Mommy from Leicester Road. Okay. And I get a problem with me own wife. Okay. You know what the problem we get, we don't do for over 20 years. But you get what will make me, however it is, I must move in a street. Anytime we do together, we sleep, we wear long clothes, then we make it always they feel cold. They feel cold.
Okay.
So there are no emotion and feelings for them any longer. I still say if I know the function, but I'm going to street are okay.
Wow.
So this time I don't talk. I don't call neighbors, tell them about this problem between me and Moaz. They don't ever respond. So this is the problem. I know I'm going to say. It's correct to make, but anytime, one day you not attack me. You not attack me. So this is the main problem. I even admire one caller this now, after before this person calls. We talk, woman, if I attack you, man, they move nothing for them to go outside.
Right.
So this is a problem. I really, but I don't get this I can about
okay.
Oh, the signal is not good anymore.
Yeah.
But it's a relevant point that he's making because just like we explained in the beginning with regards like what God has in plan for what marriage is, intimacy is very, very key. Although with the Yeri, yes, Boko of the man in the call, then they talk about that. It's not just their own feeling.
Right.
It should be a feeling for both of you. And it's something that's very, very important. It's very, very key. And you need to be able to not deprive your partner because it can cause problems in the marriage. Like he's saying, because of certain things that are happening, she's wearing long clothes, she can't be bothered. It'll make you not feel attracted to him anymore.
Right.
And, your spouse really need for work on that. You need for sit down with him, una all two, heart to heart, una talk about him. And explain, okay, una first reminisce, wetin you like but una self. For una start the marriage from the beginning, wetin you be like but her. Okay. Reminisce and try for explain to him. Sometimes you go able member say, yes, it's true. They do this and now I know they do them.
Right.
Sometimes then they go help the conversation.
No, the thing is, I'm really happy about Tumayun topic, which is first a pregnancy,
yes,
and what are the expectations. The thing can happen most times is women, like how you mentioned earlier, right? We go through so many changes in our lives. And, you know, the person that you were and how your body used like before you're born, you first speaking, not able, no matter what, some people can snap back to exactly how they looked like before. But there are certain changes that happened. And for some women, they can find them really difficult for accept those changes because they look themselves in the mirror, this is how they look like, and now they look at themselves in the mirror and that's how they look like. I think that's where the husband comes in. That's where you need to, you know, words of affirmations will be very, very important. For them to say, you know what? You brought life into this world. You're perfect still. I still find you attractive. I still find. But if you comment on a sensitive topic like, oh, look at your stretch marks, look at this, it makes them become shy. And as a result, then they wear baby clothes and for cover up. So it becomes very difficult for them to be sexy or act sexy towards you. Put on the clothes that they used to be put on before that attracted you. But we'll get into that as we get into the show. And as we wait for more callers, then we take some of we tips them. I think the final one before we go on the call was be slow to anger, believe your spouse has.
By the way, we
best.
only have 3 minutes left of the show. I know time is running fast.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me just read through this quick one.
Sure.
Respond rather than react. Patient is key, of course, yes. And focus on improving yourself during this transition period. Constantly for the work, not so on your marriage no more, but continue for the work on yourself as well. And seek, learn, apply the positive information you learn about marriage. The resources are out there. It is up to you to listen to them and apply them. That's why programs like these are always very, very, very important because you learn a lot. And whatever you don't learn now, so make sure you implement them because learning goes with implementation. And we get communication and paying attention to your spouse are 2 keys to successful, healthy, and happy marriage. I think we don't say this over and over again. So just to re-emphasize them now, so no more. And over to you for the 5 final tips.
Yes, the 5 final tips are you need to learn to forgive each other, first of all. Don't call names, don't keep scores. It's very, very important. And you need to spend quality time with each other, for grow with each other. On a need for connect and make time with each other. Like Camera Bid say in Isabi one couple way, 2 times inside the week. 2 times inside the month, then they make sure then they make time for go out and spend time with each other. And now that's something then they explain everything where they go on within them, what they care about, what they don't care about, let the other person also understand. And then we have for focus on the needs of your spouse, your marriage, and yourself. Very, very important too.
Very, very,
the
very
needs
important.
of your spouse, yourself, and the marriage. You for focus on them things and they. Then una also for define the roles them. Because you know we all different. Like me as Sabi cook, I like for cook. But me man, it try. So I like when you say that. So you not go get the cooking role.
No.
Yes, but to be honest, he's very loving and it make sure they cook at least 1 time per week. It go share in the cooking and even the picking then we'll get out was themselves not used to in cooking now. So now that's the mean by define the role.
So basically 1 time per week and don't make up their mind, say we're going to eat food.
I tell you,
even if
whether
it's
you like
good
it,
or
you
not.
not like I would eat that. But it's a big cook sweet food anyway.
Aww.
Yes, it try.
That's
So
good.
una for define on a role, Uda able do this, Uda not able do this. You don't forget false expectation. So Uma not sabi cook. Sometimes you not the man you sabi cook. Accept her. You not sabi cook. Either on a go firm person where they cook, or sometimes you need for just help her for cook whilst they learn how for cook. And then the last but not the least, it says the moment your marriage becomes official, your marriage seed is simultaneously planted. Nurture it for excellent growth. So the moment where you don't marry, you don't plant seed already.
Right.
And that seed need for mature, you need for grow.
Right.
So you need for water.
I just feel so bad that we're not able to dive into the 7 problems, 7 tips that, you know, people, couples then can face in the very first year of marriage. But, you know, we go make sure we post them and you're not going to read them and we're not go do research on them and try for read and understand and see how best we can able, you know, gear towards problem solving and find solutions to our problems.
Yes, thank you so much, you guys, for joining the show. The time has flown by very, very quickly, but we really enjoyed the topic. We really enjoyed the tips that we would share with tonight. We really enjoyed the one that we call, the one that we send messages and give them contribution. This now Radio Fry 97.1 FM in Sierra Leone. We are broadcasting in Aberdeen, Freetown, 49 Johnson Street, but we all side because we reach 3.5 million people people in the surroundings of Freetown, Bow, Kenema, Kono, and Makeni. And we always there for talk about topics then where they really affect with day-to-day life, with choices then what they make in our life because now they're important. And so we they talk about everyday realities then for help you go through your day, go through your life, your year, your month, and any plans or any kind of goals where you don't set for yourself. And we in our Motamanda, we always can go through issues and we need somebody for who they able express yourself to, for talk to. Now make Friday, yeah, for let you able express yourself freely. Nobody don't get for judge you. Nobody not get for point finger upon you. We just share the information so that you they able make somebody out there they learn from you. You experiences them, whether na mistake, na good thing or bad thing, it doesn't really matter. Na make Friday, yeah. So we have been your wonderful hosts, Brigitte Dalton Sisay
and Kamara Sarah Kamara.
Yes, and we are here tomorrow, and we don't expose the topic already. So now for tuning in tomorrow, first pregnancy experience, sorry.
Right.
So una woman there and demand them, of course. Because una get things then back home, they go through, they suffer, yeah, we
really not easy.
Yes, so una woman the way they listen. The topic now first pregnancy, you first experience as a pregnant woman. We want for your experiences for tell other woman they're waiting for expect or the one that we already they in pregnancy, waiting them get for look forward to and waiting them for they do, waiting them for learn as a mother to be.
Right.
We always there. We they talk about topics there where they interest you, where we know say you want to talk about. Now you make they exist in my salon. Thank you so much for joining the show. It has been lovely. Have a good day, and don't forget to tune into the Drive Time show where we continue this same topic of first year in marriage with our lovely host
Kamara. We can't say Kamara.
For the drive, behave yourself.
I'm behaving myself. We get Alusain.
Yes, today is Alusain Bundu, aka Shine.
I can look we're shining at the studio, man.
Yes.
It's tinted here. So if you make a contribution this morning or you were late, you can join Shine and EB contribution. So wait till you want to say so. People are gonna continue for learn from we all.
Yes.
Until we see ourselves tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.